Hang on. That was Max the Axe, Randy, live at the Boathouse. Was that not loud enough for you, Chris? You can turn up your own volume. You can turn up your own volume if you like. Yeah, that was actually recorded by me on. I thought I heard something. Yeah, I am hearing something. I'm hearing an echo. I'm hearing an echo from Tree Cam. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna turn off the audio on Tree Cam there. I don't like my audio. Stupid Tree Cam. How do I turn off your speakers? Not letting me turn off the fucking speakers. We're experimenting today. I'm going to have to close the window, though, because the speaker on Tree Cam cannot be turned off. So I'm hearing an echo of myself. Hello, Chris Sarr. How are you today? And whoever else may be watching. Today's t-shirt, in honor of Ralph from the Rock Shop. It's got a great show as well. He sent me this shirt. I called today the Gratuity stream because I'm just so grateful today to everybody like Ralph. You know how much this cost to ship to Canada from New York? $30 US. $30 US. That's close to $40 Canadian. Jeez. Out of the kindness of his heart. Just so I could wear it today on the show. So yeah, you know, I have a lot to be grateful for. If you watched the show last night, then you know we had a really special guest. We had Mr. Paul Lane from Danger Danger, The Defiance, Shoegazer, Dark Horse. Sang backup vocals on Flesh and Blood by Poison. Face the Heat by the Scorpions, that kind of thing. Amazing composer, producer, engineer, mixer. He's a man of many hats, and we had him on for 2 hours and 20 minutes last night. And man, what an experience that was. After a show like that, I cannot sleep. Cannot sleep. I am buzzing. My brain is just buzzing. And, you know, that's the only downside to what I do. I have not slept. I have not slept, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm doing this because I need to burn off some energy. And I just feel so lucky. After last night's show, I just feel so lucky. Paul Lane was just an incredible guest. He was so gracious with his time. He opened up. He shared some really emotional stories. He shared a lot of funny stories. We laughed a lot last night. And it's a shame I couldn't put all the comments up on the screen, but there was like an entire debate going on about Star Wars versus Star Trek versus Transformers. It was complete chaos, and it was so much fun. After a night like that, yeah, I have a hard time sleeping. I'm just still wired from last night. And thank you to Jon Snow, who brought Paul Lane onto the show. He just approached him and asked him if he wanted to be on the show based on some of our prior interviews that we did with people like Mike Fraser and Martin Popoff. And Paul said, yeah, sure. And he was incredible. It was a really special experience. Today I'm drinking nothing but decaf. No caffeine today. Yeah, I got a splitting headache. But you know what? It's all for the love of rock and roll. I had such an amazing time last night. And I think we brought some information to light to the internet that hadn't been known before. Things about Paul's past. Some fallacies that have been out there on the internet, such as he never opened for Kim Mitchell, even though there's websites that claim he did open for Kim Mitchell. Who the mysterious Parr is that gets co-writing credits on I think the Shoegazer music. All kinds of interesting stuff. And you know, I don't know what I have to do to get like Blabbermouth or you know, Sleaze Rocks to pick up on some of these interviews, but there's a lot of good stuff coming out on my show, and I'm just so proud and grateful. And you know, guys like Jon Snow and Deke are bringing in these incredible guests, and I've got T-Bone up in Thunder Bay that's giving me all this music and all these visuals to use. I used to toil over the graphics and all that stuff, and now T-Bone just every single week T-Bone's got the graphics ready. The guy's just a machine, and he's going to be on next week. We've now confirmed T-Bone will be part of next week's 6-person panel. We are going to be talking about the best cover tunes of all time. We've got Harrison, Rob Daniels, Uncle Meat, and Aaron, and now T-Bone. So it's going to be an amazing panel. Harrison's going to be throwing us lots of curveballs. T-Bone will be going down the straight and narrow. It's going to be a great show. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, man. Yeah, do I ever feel like a lucky bastard today? I hope you like the tree cam. I know there's not much going on out there, but there were some birds and squirrels earlier, so I thought we might get lucky. This is sort of like just a test run for something we're going to be doing in the summer. Hopefully, starting on the May 28th show, the interview with Dave Lismy from the Four Horsemen, the Four fucking Horsemen. What I hope to do is have a camera set up like this, but on a sunset rather than just a tree in a parking lot. Oh, look, a person's walking by. Anyway, I think a sunset will be far more interesting than a tree cam. But like I said, we're just farting around today. This is an impromptu live stream that I did not plan. You know, another thing I'm grateful for is I've thanks to social media, you know, there's a lot to be said about the negative aspects of social media, and we're not going to get into that because I'm talking about things I'm grateful for. So I'll talk about some of the positive things about social media, and it's the ability to put you in touch with people that had an impact on you in the past. You know, Drew Masters from Meat Magazine. It's a magazine I started buying in my first issue was, I believe, March break of 1990. Yes, March break of 1990. I went downtown to Sam the Record Man, and I bought Kiss Alive 2 on CD, and possibly one other thing, but I came home with Meat Magazine. And there was an interview with Bruce Dickinson in there about his forthcoming solo album, and there were ads in there for bands. And one of the bands in Meat Magazine that I really enjoyed was called Russian Blue. They later became a band called Feel. I played their video last night on the show for a song called I Become You from their debut CD called Feel This. But Drew Masters used to work with Feel, aka Russian Blue, and he had these tapes in his basement, and he's finally selling them off, and I purchased these two. And I'm over the moon, over the dead moon, to have these. I have these tracks, but my cassettes are so worn out that they sound like total shit. So this cassette here, Off to Dead Moon, it compiles their first 2 EPs on one cassette. One side's titled Over Here and Over There, which is cute. So both of their EPs on one cassette. Both of their demos, I should say. They're really demos. But this one here from Cherry Beach Sound is the complete second demo with all of the songs in a different order and so much louder and so much clearer. It's on a Sony Metal SR. Now, all the techie guys are going to say, well, that kind of cassette needs to be played on this kind of equipment and whatnot. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I have a Technics here. I have a dual cassette Technics that I bought in the mid-90s or late 90s. I don't know shit about cassettes. I really don't. All I know is that this one sounded bloody brilliant. It was loud. It was clear. I was hearing aspects of the mix that I'd never heard before. I thought at first that maybe these were remixes, but I don't think so. I think this is just the clearest that I've ever heard these songs. So I'm really pleased to have these cassettes by Russian Blue. Now back to the social media aspect of things. The drummer from Russian Blue is a really nice guy named Michael Willarding, and he made contact with me on social media. So now we're friends. He's a Leafs fan. Weird feed. Are you talking about the tree cam, or are you talking about me? Hopefully the feed is normal. Otherwise, sorry, Michael Willarding. So I've made friends with him on Facebook, and we're friends. He's a Leafs fan. He likes boats. He's a really nice guy. He's a great drummer. Oh shit. That's because of that fucking tree cam. You know what? We're gonna kill the tree cam. That should fix the problem. How's that? Is that better? We're going to have to work out some kinks with the tree cam, I think. Well, it's fun to experiment. Anyway, made friends with Drew Masters on... oh. Okay, well... Thanks, James. I appreciate your feedback. You're more reliable than Chris Sarr. That's for sure. Chris Sarr is not what you'd call a techie kind of guy. So maybe the tree cam will be okay. I'm not going to go outside and reset it, though. I can't do that from here, so I have to go outside and do it. So if there's any squirrels or anything, it's too bad. We missed them, and it's all because of fucking Chris Sarr. Everything's repeating twice. No, it wasn't repeating twice in Saskatoon. Wasn't repeating twice in Saskatoon, Chris Sarr. Wasn't repeating twice in Saskatoon. So there you go. Russian Blue. That's on you, bud. That's on you. According to James. And he's watching it on Facebook as well. So I'd say it's on you, Chris. Regina. Sorry, not Saskatoon. Regina. I have a hard time remembering where everybody's from. I mean, I'm 48 years old at this point. Shit. Decaf. I am also grateful for Encore Records. We have a great local record store in town, Encore Records. Their guy, Chris Boyne, is somebody that I trained at the record store. And I like to order from them as frequently as possible. And the stuff ships within a day to arrive at the house 2 days later. So I showed these off last night. My Star Wars Rebels single. It's the Rebels theme and the Flux Pavilion Ghost remix. I have a single here by Jethro Tull that I don't know a lot about. It's a Christmas single with 4 tracks. I don't know how many of these are on albums. There's definitely one that appears to be exclusive called Magic Bells. I got this Bon Jovi 10-inch picture disc called Live 2 with 4 live tracks. Presumably there must be a live 1. It's really cool to have Encore in this town. I'm very grateful. Well, isn't that cool? Is she hearing everything twice too, or is that just you? Man, there's a guy running by, and I can't have the camera set up to you missed the guy running by. Thanks, Chris. Thanks a lot. You ruined it for everybody. Yeah, it's great having Encore in town. They have a ton of rock candy remasters, so I've stocked up my lots where I got all my Coney Hatch stuff, which you all saw during the Andy Curran interview. You can tell my voice is lower because I've been talking so much. Last night's show was a mind blower. Yeah, so I'm just feeling really grateful. I'm grateful to John, I'm grateful to Deke, and all the guys and women that have been on the show too. There's only been a few women, but there's been 4 altogether, my mother and my sister included. Mostly the dudes, but aside from the fact that it's a total sausage fest, I'm really grateful to have Kevin and Aaron, the Meat Man, the founder of the Nigel Tufnell Top 10 format. Oh, man, and Rob Daniels, Harrison Kopp, the whole gang. The whole gang. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. That's all this is. This is just me saying thanks to my buddies. I'm not going to be on long. I'm pretty tired. Like I said, I haven't slept. We have a show coming up. Yeah, I actually, it's actually ODP, and I'm going to play that. Yes, I am going to play ODP. We have a show coming up on June 11th, and it's going to be a list show, a Nigel Tufnell Top 10 list show. It's a virtual sausage fest, exactly. Now, we have not decided on exactly the theme of this show. We've only decided on the guests because we want to get some people on that aren't on as frequently. So we got Kevin and Sarah coming back for that particular show, and we're going to have a first-timer on. And his name is Mr. James McCurry, otherwise known as Jim Dead. And I actually own 3 of his CDs. Jim Dead, Go Tell the Congregation. Jim Dead, I'm Not Lost. Jim Dead and the Doubters. No, that's not the Doubters. It is the Doubters. Jim Dead and the Doubters, Pray for Rain. These are great kind of dark, acoustic kind of country albums. Stuff about trains, you know. So he's going to be on the show. He's been a pal insofar as somebody who lives in Scotland and I've never met in my life. He's been a pal for many years. His name online is Jay, the letter J. That's it, just J. He had a blog at one point called The Vinyl Daft Dad, and I cannot remember what his current blog is called. He's started over a couple of times. When I ordered these discs, he put in a note here. Hey, Mike, thanks a lot for ordering these. Seriously, it's appreciated. I hope you enjoy them. Best, Jim. So I'm really happy to finally get him involved. You know, when COVID started, we were all so isolated. This is 14, 15 months ago. We were really isolated. I think he had a birthday coming up, and we were trying to figure out a way to do like a Zoom hookup. And we didn't have our shit together, and we couldn't do it. But he's still been in touch, and now a year and 3 months later, we're going to do a live show with Mr. J. We call him Mr. J, and I'm really looking forward to him. I've never spoken to him in person. Obviously, in person, I've never spoken to him. I've never spoken to him like voice to voice. I have no idea what his accent is going to sound like, and if I will be able to understand everything he is saying. But fortunately, I will have Kevin and Sarah with me, who have better ears than I do, or at least additional sets of ears. That'll be fun. Again, the theme is to be announced. So who knows? Who knows? We'll have to discuss it among ourselves and figure out what we want to do. It's just, the idea was to get some people on that have we've been meaning to get on, you know, and there's so many people like that. I've been talking about doing a show for months now called The Generation Gap, and I was going to get our younger fellas involved. I was going to get Michael Morwood. I was going to get Tyler. I was going to get Harrison, and I was thinking about inviting Lana, but man, you know, it's so hard to get some of these people together at the same time. You know, a lot of them are in school and they work part-time, and the rest of us who are in the declining years of our lives, you're usually free on Friday nights and weekends. At least during COVID, we are anyway. Shit. You know what? I just remembered. I wanted to do something. I forgot. I'm going to do this thing, but I need a moment to prepare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a music video while I do this thing. And it's a thing I've done before, but I you know, want to do it again because the new viewers haven't seen it. So this is a song by request of Chris Czar. Yes, Chris Czar is to blame for this one. ODP.
what was new, but the DJ is playing Motley Crue. I threw the damn thing down the stairs, seemed like the thing to do. Then I ripped the bloody door right off the loo. Because when your day starts just like this, and opened up is when I hear Nikki says, and opened up is don't care if you're not impressed, and opened up is did I mention I was a house guest, and opened up is heading out this evening to meet up with my boys. For a couple beers we'll make a little noise. Checked out the telly to find out what's the score. But the Patriots, they ain't no good no more. I threw that telly on the floor, then caught shit from the man. So I made a beeline straight for the can. Because when your evening starts like this, and opened up is when Tom Brady leaves the Patriots, and opened up is hey, I almost never miss, and opened up is everybody take a look at this, and opened up is don't care about your rules, don't live my life to please you fools. If you don't like it, turn the other way. That's what I say. Like Desmond Child writing songs with Kiss, and opened up is like 90s ballads from Aerosmith, and opened up is when the Jays can't get no hits, and opened up is when your socks they smell like this, and opened up is when you just don't give a shit, and opened up is I think you get the gist, and opened up
That's a great song. Yeah, James. Now you owe me $7. Yeah, I haven't brought out the Vader helmet in over a year, so I thought it was overdue. Overdue to bring out the Vader helmet. So here's Vader. I was going to bring it out a couple weeks ago, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to put on. But I thought, it's overdue. We got to bring out the Vader helmet. This was originally my idea of wearing a mask for going outdoors and stuff. I thought I could just do this, but apparently not. Apparently people look at you funny if you walk around looking like this. Can everybody hear me okay? Do I need to lean in further? I mean, to me, my voice is really loud. It's echoing in my head very loudly. So hopefully you can hear me okay. This is Lord Vader, and I'm going to choke Chris Sarr for being an asshole. Audio is good, says Frank Toms. Hey, speaking of this, there were 2 episodes of The Bad Batch this week. One pilot episode earlier this week that was an hour and a bit long. And then there was a new episode last night that was a half hour long. And last night's episode was didn't really progress the story a lot, but it did paint a really cool picture of how the transition from the Republic to the Empire went, and just what that was like in terms of personal freedoms, and why the Galactic Empire had to be taken out. It was really cool, and from the perspective of the Bad Batch, who are four clone troopers with some abnormalities that make them very talented. It's going to be a fantastic series, judging by the first 2 episodes. If you haven't started watching The Bad Batch yet, you should start. That is reportedly going to run for about 16 episodes. So 14 more weeks. But in less than a month, we have Loki starting with Tom Hiddleston and Owen Wilson. And Loki will be running on Wednesdays as opposed to Fridays, because the Bad Batch is going to be running on Fridays. So, there, I just told you a whole shit ton about Disney Plus, which, incidentally, this thing is annoying. It's not fun to wear. It's really not. Look at all the detail, though. Isn't that cool? And around the back of the neck. Yeah, it's a cool helmet, but not pleasant to wear, and very large and difficult to store, because you don't want to scratch any of it. Oh, fuck. Jeez, that is not fun to wear. But it is fun to show off. And it's amazing. Now my eyes are like, whoa, everything's bright. And I was thirsty before I put on the helmet. So that was Open Door Piss by T-Bone, by request of Chris Sarr. Fucking Wally. Fucking strawberry shortcake, this guy. Strawberry shortcake. Miss you, buddy. I miss you. Wally's a fucking good guy. I'm telling you that. Oh, crap. I don't know what else to say. Looks like the... you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? I'm going to go set up the tree cam one more time, and we'll see if that echoey problem that Chris Sarr was complaining about, we'll see if that recurs. I highly doubt that it will, but let's see. I'll be back in, I don't know, a jiffy. Here.
To anywhere, and a glazed donut to go. All the
Okay, so now we have the tree cam back. You're back into test mode. So Chris Sarr was complaining of an echo. He was complaining of a repeating audio, but this was being disputed by Mr. James Kalin. And I would like to know what, if anything, you can hear. Oh, that's fantastic. I look forward to seeing you, buddy. Don't be afraid to say hello. If I see you, I will, come and punch you in the nuts or something. No echo. So we have a fully functional tree cam, which means we'll be able to do the sunset cam. Yes, and the birds are actually so loud. They're actually coming in through the window, the closed window, to my microphone in the room here. That's how loud they are. I noticed last night when I was watching the Paul Lane show, at the very start of the show, you could hear all the birds. Yeah. They are really close and loud, although not on camera. So it looks like we have a successful test on the tree cam. So again, the idea is this summer I'm going, oh, see the birds? Told ya. You can tell that I haven't slept. You can tell I haven't slept. The idea is on May 28th, which will be the very first show broadcast live from Lake Huron for the season. The idea is we are going to have the tree cam set up as a sunset cam. So as I am interviewing Dave Lismy, you can actually watch the sun set over Lake Huron, which they say is the most beautiful sunset in the world. I probably won't be able to do justice with my Samsung there, but you never know. It's worth a shot, right? We're just here to have fun and make the best of a shitty pandemic. You can see a person walking. Well, that's about all I wanted to do today. I do love playing music videos, but I don't have a lot left to play. How about instead of a music video, we do an old VHS from my collection? Yeah, that's what we'll do. So here you go. This is what you get. See if this rings any bells. This is an old one dating back to the very early 90s. Enjoy and have a fantastic day.
Check the OR, you like it so far? Check the OR, you like it. Organized rhyme on time with the cool food. $9.99 if you'll find, don't be a fool, dude. Used to be soft, it was lost and I felt whack, but now I got more than a snack and it's like that.
We got awesome, dude, so a party in a slice, right? Put it in your gut. If you're running on empty, get filled to the top. Now the party's packed, bumping raps and you don't stop. Awesome, dude. Made today, you gotta get it. Awesome, dude. Cool, you gotta get it. Awesome.
Another Club Plus from Loeb.